camera so you can see the scale and everything else. Thank you for joining. I guess you can't see me there. Shoot. Let me see. Trying out a new microphone, guys. Let me know if the audio is coming through when you finally join. Oh, wow, I can zoom. Don't want to do that. What did I just do, guys? It was working fine. Okay, well, see if I can just aim it down. All right, what did I do? You can't see me now. Might have to end this stream, take it down, and retry. At least get my camera set up right first. Darn. That's weird. Well, that's a little better. Anyways. All right, guys. So thanks for doing. Crap. Horrible intro. Not going to delete it, though. Man, everything's messing up today. My Wi-Fi. Anyways. So we're assessing the fragrance we made in the last video, which was a men's fall fragrance. And let's see. Give it a smell. Nice little spray. So the opening blast smells fruity. You're getting that apple that we put in there. Yeah, it's pretty bright smelling at first. Yeah, you got the apple, and then you get hit with the cinnamon. Sorry, guys, I'm screaming because I'm used to having it on my. I have to talk into that microphone, but now I got one right here. So let me know in the chat how my audio levels are. Anyways, guys, so this smells. It's a spiced apple fragrance, is what I made. Is what the idea was, and that's exactly what it came out like. But it came out smelling like potpourri. It smells like a old-fashioned jar of potpourri, you know, like with the pine cones and all that stuff. But the initial blast, right when you spray it, you get that lively green apple smell at least. But soon after that, it just starts to fade away into potpourri, which is not what I was going for at all. Pretty big letdown, but I'm being honest with you guys. And yeah, yeah, I guess if I were to do it again, what would I change in this? So I would tune down the spice notes that we used in there. So the nutmeg, the cinnamon, and what else did we use? So we got nutmeg here. I use cinnamon, and I feel like there's one more spice. Eugenol, yeah. So we also use cloves, and it just came out too spicy. It's kind of nice though, but maybe just the whole summer vibe is throwing off the future fall of what it'll start to smell like. But man, who wants to smell like a potpourri though? Like, to be honest, this isn't something that is like a cologne. It smells more like an air freshener. Just being honest with you guys. So yeah, our last video, that fragrance we made, came out smelling like a potpourri. That was not very successful, but that's why you do multiple trials in perfumery. It's quite often things don't turn right your first try. But just so you guys know, yeah, I'm being honest. The last things I made, I would have told you if they sucked, but this one doesn't suck. It just smells like potpourri. It smells exactly like the fall, spring, apple, orchard fragrance thing that we were going for. But thank you guys for joining, all three of you out there. These are some huge numbers we got. Make sure you guys hit that like, the subscribe, comment, Tell me what your guys' favorite fall fragrances might be. Yeah, give me some inspiration for the next one on this. So my idea. So this one smells just very woody, spicy, like the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the clove. So I'm thinking about toning down that and increasing maybe, let's see, I don't know, it's toning down the spice maybe and just seeing how it comes out. But I'm also going to decrease the amount of ambroxan that I used because that's a super expensive material. And I honestly don't even smell it in here. And I overdosed the heck out of the ambroxan in that last formula that we did. And that's a waste of money because ambroxan's not very cheap. But yeah, it's pretty nice, guys. It just smells very potpourri. And so I think that we might have something here. I don't know. Maybe it would go good like, no, because I don't want to add more spice. I was thinking like black pepper, maybe trying to lean it towards like, ooh, I don't know. It smells pretty darn nice, actually. But I just don't know if it's anything that, let me put it on, see how I feel about it. Where did you go? Here you are. So I ended up calling this trial Harvest Ember. Just like some kind of fall. I should change the name to Potpourri, because that's what it smelled like. Another blast. Let's put it on the body, on the skin. And it's going to smell different as it wears off, guys, as the notes evaporate. Hello, Energy Ape. Thank you for joining. Thank you for dropping something in the chat. It's always nice interacting with people. But man, it smells really nice actually when on the first opening. That it smells like a fruity potpourri, an apple potpourri, a juicy apple. It smells really good on women actually, guys. So I put this on my wife, and the fruity notes come out more, as where on me the spice notes come out. It smells more woody and spicy, and when I put it on my wife, it smells more fruity and feminine. It's weird. I guess you could say this is a unisex fragrance too. It's pretty nice, I guess, once you actually like lay it on. I don't know. It's kind of growing on me. But yeah, it's very spicy though, so I don't know. I think I would tone down the amount of spice I put in it. It's nice and woody, just woody, spicy, fruity. Maybe I could increase the amount of vanilla in there and make it smell a little more vanillic. Maybe that'll make it smell more like a fragrance instead, like a cologne instead of a like a it. I don't know. It does smell like cologne, but you just have to have the idea of an apple, a spiced apple, men's woody cologne in your head when you smell it, or else it kind of comes off as just potpourri. But it's nice. I don't know. Hey, what's up? Came across your video. You sell fragrance? Yeah, I don't sell fragrance yet. I make it, but I could be selling it. I'm to the point where my fragrances are good enough that I should be boss bottled. Oh, that's badass. I should use that. Anyway, so yeah, I've came across people who sell fragrance who don't really know what they're doing yet, and they have stores open. Like people come in my chat, hello Noah, thank you for joining. And the guy's like, oh yeah, I opened a perfumery store. I need help. He's like, had no idea what he was doing. You can check one of my last videos, and I tell him in there, I'm like, well, here's my advice to you, sir. Maybe you shouldn't have opened a perfumery store, first of all. Maybe you should have waited till you knew what you were doing. But yo, what's up, Samuel Ogboko? Hope I said that somewhat right. I'm sure it's wrong, but thank you guys for joining. Feel free to hit that like, subscribe if you guys are into fragrance. I make live. I'm gonna make a perfume right now. Actually, I'm just kind of essential oils. I have all kinds of pretty much any smell you could think of. I have it. Like I mean, except some of the really nasty ones. Like I have some nasty stuff, but yeah, I that's what I do for fun. I cook, and I was always intrigued by the spices. Sorry guys, I'm yelling. Let me know if my audio is way too loud. But yeah, I grew up cooking, and the spices always intrigued me. And now I got bored of cooking after years and years of cooking. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Noah, for the audio. And anyway, so I got a new spice cabinet. It's much bigger. There's thousands of different smells. Like I have the smell of fresh cut grass. I have the smell of wet soil. I have all kinds of different spices like I would have in cooking. I have all kinds of woods from around the world. I have flowers from around the world. I have musks. I have pleasant smelling musks. I have ones that smell like poop. I have musks that smell animalic like ambergris whale vomit or leather. I have all kinds of different crap. Mosses. I got leathers. My brand, not really, guys. This is my brand right here, Save and Scent Studio. I need to come up with like some kind of fancy name though. But right now, no, I'm just doing it for a hobby. And yeah, if you guys would like to try some of the samples that I make, like I got samples from all my last trials. I got little vials like this. I got my name on there, the trial. I make little names, and I put my perfume handle on there, my YouTube channel. I go around town and I hand them out to people to try and grow my channel. And yeah, I need to figure out a way to like maybe make a store on here. That's my goal eventually. I need to build up some clientele, and I want to open up a little perfume store on YouTube and sell my own fragrances if possible. I know that they have merch. I don't know if you can sell. Maybe you can only sell clothing. I got no idea, guys, but maybe even just a link to an online store or something where you guys can get the fragrances that we make online together. If you guys shoot me some ideas, and I'll work on it. I'm working on fall fragrances right now, so if you guys got any ideas for fall coming up, let me know, and we could work on something. It'd be fun to really do that with some of you guys, and then at the end, I can ship you guys a sample if you guys stick with me throughout the trials. But yeah, so right now I'm working on a spiced apple men's fragrance. Like I kind of got it, I guess. I got what I asked for, but what that was potpourri without realizing it. And so I might just switch up my idea. I don't know. I assume you have pumpkin. Honestly, no. Like I could look up what notes could make pumpkin, but pumpkin's kind of a funky smell anyway. But shoot. Let's do some research. Let's see what pumpkin notes are. Yeah. That's why I did apple, like spiced apples, but yeah, I was thinking about doing something pumpkin related as well with ginger and kind of like a pumpkin spice, another spiced fragrance. Let me see, pumpkin notes in perfumery. You can always order stuff too, but let me see. Pumpkin notes in perfumery can include a variety of scents such as pumpkin pie. No, I've never heard nothing like that. Okay, I'm talking about actual aroma chemicals. That musty smell that you get when you're digging the guts out of the pumpkin. And like I don't get I don't know. Let's see what are you thinking of like actual pumpkin, or do you want like a fancy spiced pumpkin pie? You know what I mean? Because I can do I can take it either way you guys want to see. And I don't know. I'm assuming that you would probably want like a spiced pumpkin pie, not actual pumpkin. A spiced pumpkin. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. Let's see. So what can we do for pumpkin pie? Maybe extra. You can put some vanilla, some kind of buttery notes. And then let's see. Yeah, let's see Fragrant. Let's see if we can get on the Good Sense Company and see if they have the odor index right here. Let's see. Odor listing. Here we go. Oh, they got all kinds of stuff. Let's see what they got. I'm curious what actual pumpkin would smell like though. Okay, pumpkin. Found it. So fresh green, oily herbal pumpkin, fresh parsley. Fresh herbal pumpkin, fresh parsley. Okay, so I'm looking at notes here, guys, in perfumery that are said to smell like pumpkin. So we got sorbol acetate, which is a fresh green, oily herbal pumpkin, fresh parsley. Yeah, pretty much. So that's what I'm seeing for things that actually smell like pumpkins. Vanilla pumpkin with caramel. Ooh. All right. I see you. So maybe we can look up to see if sorbol acetate is available on the sites that I buy stuff from. Sorbol acetate. Sorry, guys. This is how I come up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm only seeing it available through Sigma Aldrich. Pretty much, there's certain things you can't buy unless you're like a scientist. If they might have some kind of medicinal purposes that they don't want people using, or it might be a dangerous substance that you can't just buy like that. So you have to have a license for sorbol acetate. All right, enough of that. I can find something else. Sorry, guys. What can I do for pumpkin? It's a hard one, guys. Let's get on a different perfume site. Perfumers Apprentice. See that they sell stuff called fragrance oils, but those aren't typically like you can't use those for perfumery. They have a lot of stuff like that, like pumpkin spice, but it's like those are meant for candles and other stuff like that. Let me see. Come on here. Let me see what they got for pumpkin on Perfumer's Apprentice. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin flavor, fragrance oil. Yeah, look, see, they have pumpkin spice maple. Pumpkin spice maple fragrance oil, premium. And you guys would think, oh, that sounds nice. I want to get that. But everything that I've heard, though, online, guys, everyone says not to get fragrance oils because they're not actually made for perfumery. Like, these are meant for... It's misleading because that looks like a perfumer's bottle right there, right? But from everything that I've heard, those aren't meant for fine fragrance. Like, let's read the safety data sheets. Yeah, we can Google it. Maple could be a fall smell. I have maple. I do have maple. Okay, we can do that. I got maple for show. All right, so we could start completely from scratch. Okay, so the maple note that I have is called methyl cyclopentahexanone or something like that. Some crazy long scientific word. Let me find it. And it's also in the powdered form. I have one pre-diluted here somewhere. Put you guys on this so I can find it. What else besides maple are we thinking? So that's like a sweetener. So that would be some base notes. Let's see, where are my pre-diluted sweet materials? Gourmand right here. Okay. All right, so we got our maple. That's going to be called methyl. Okay, I only have one of these. I see a V in here. Ethyl maltol. Should be in alphabetical order, but it's not. Coffee. I have coffee, benzoin, ethyl maltol, apple cinnamon. That's what I already did. Apple cinnamon, Noah. That's the one that we just worked on, and it literally smells like. Okay, here's methyl pentenolone. And the apple cinnamon one ended up smelling like potpourri. It smells good. It's woody, vanilla, fruity green apple. Ooh, and now it actually smells pretty good. It's rounding down to a more powdery, woody smell with a little bit of spice now. Because I also added coumarin, which is kind of it's a tonka bean smelling material. So it's kind of got this like warm. And that's pretty nice. It actually smells better in the dry down than it does right off the initial blast. But anyway, so now we got that. We're working on the next idea now. So here we have methyl cyclo. What the heck is it, guys? I'm going to call it MCP. And I'm going to put this on a tripod so I'm not so shaky because I know it drives my wife nuts when I do that. Lavender. So are you thinking lavender with the maple? Are you suggesting? Okay, who suggested maple earlier? Maple. Okay, so maple. What else, Noah? So maple is a base note. So here's a base note for your maple. So you want maple, apple, and lavender? Maple, apple, cinnamon, and lavender. Is that all for one fragrance? Maple. I'm sure I don't really know much about fragrance. It's fine. So we can just write out we can just like sketch the idea for a fragrance. But yeah, so this maple, man, maple bars, like this, that's what this is right here. But I don't know. Let's see. Maple bars. We could dip some apple, some cinnamon, see if it smells any good. Let's find my apple. Now my apple's at 100% strength. If I go into my fruits bin, here we go. Okay. Apple right here. Okay, so we got apple at 25%. So if we were to do this fragrance, I don't think I would use my apple at. You know what I just realized? That I have another apple I could have used. I don't really know much about fragrance. Is it good? Yeah, the maple is really good. This is a different apple I didn't know I had, guys. This one is apple olfac. I think that's by IFF, olfac. But that's really nice, but it smells to me, this smells more generic of an apple than the one that I used in this fragrance. This one smells more shampoo-y. But let's see what apple and maple smell like together. Doesn't smell bad. It smells woody for some reason. Kind of creates like a woody note. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. It's not like I would use this at 25% anyway, or this at 10%. I'd probably use this at like a 1% in the fragrance because it's very strong. But yeah, that was good. I wonder what some spice would smell like in there with it. So yeah, that's what it said. Orange. Okay, let's do orange. My citruses are inside. I'll be right back. One sec. All right, we're back. Thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. We're grabbing some orange oil to try with our methyl cyclopentalone. And what do we have here? That's apple. Okay. So maybe we'll just do we'll try the orange and the maple and see how those two go together. And then maybe the apple and the orange. Yeah, we'll just play around, see what's going on here. Okay, where in the world are you? I'm just finding my orange blossom. That's not it. Worst part about perfumery is trying to find things when you want to make perfume. Well, I have a green mandarin here. And I have grapefruit. So we'll try a couple different citruses and just see how that goes with this. Okay. So first we're going to try our white grapefruit. You have any liquor oils? You have any liquor oils? Yeah, I do. I have like cognac, I have rum, I have, let's see. I know I have cognac, however you say it, and rum. But let's see. So this one's our maple, and this is our grapefruit. I should be labeling these, but I kind of like just testing my nose anyway. I love that grapefruit. It's a white grapefruit. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, they don't smell very nice together. Maybe this grapefruit's just at too strong of a level too. It's at a 10% dilution, which isn't that strong, honestly. Man, it smells just like squirt, but it also kind of smells like orange, but it kind of smells like smells like that stuff you use to clean your hands with, though. That Gojo orange, you know, if you get gas on your hands or oil or gunk. So yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm gonna pass on the grapefruit from this one. That's the maple. What's here? That's the apple still. Okay. And that's the spicy cologne. Okay. All right, now we'll try. I'm gonna start labeling things. We're getting too many now. Okay, this is grapefruit. It still smells like squirt. It smells like you just cracked a can of squirt. Grapefruit. Okay, this one. Man, that's crazy. Did I not? That one's definitely maple. That one's apple. So that means Noah, the cedar. So I use this green mandarin Ooh, that's nasty. This has gone bad. This isn't supposed to smell like this. It's also very strong. Instead of 20% dilution, but that's green mandarin. It's like it's like a tart little small orange. They have more of a bitter smell to them. But this one does not smell right. I've used it recently. Maybe it's just because it's at 20%. But anyways, I made a cedar fragrance in the last like 4 videos I made. So if you like cedar, go ahead and go back and look at those. And I made fragrances in those videos, and I'm actually making a fragrance in those videos. And but yeah, those are very woody. I made one for the Seahawks training camp, and I gave it to one of the Seahawks players, and it was supposed to smell like the Pacific Northwest, like Washington State. And I made it smell like pine trees and pine needles, not pine trees, pine trees. But I used cedar wood, and I used pine needle absolute in the top notes. And I used dirt. I used like the smell of wet dirt, but I used it at a very small amount. And then I also used the smell of fresh cut grass. And what else did I put in there? Water, like aquatic smells, because the ocean, when you're in Seattle, you got the ocean there. You got the mountains with the trees. And then you've got the dirt, all the hiking trails. And as soon as when it rains in the Pacific Northwest, all you start to smell when it starts to rain is dirt, like the wet concrete, the wet rocks. When it rains, it starts to smell like the faint smell of dirt. And so I added that in there. It's crazy. And but that was a very realistic fragrance. It didn't smell good. Nice. And so yeah, it wasn't like a cologne that you would really want to smell like though. But it smelled like I wanted it to. It smelled like the story I was trying to tell. It smelled like kind of hiking in the Pacific Northwest. It smells like dirt and trees and wood, and then the water, the aquatics. And so that was kind of that was a fun one to make, but it didn't smell very good, and I spent a lot of money on it too. But yeah, so I have bottles of that left back there too. So if you guys are interested in smelling that type of stuff, I also. My second one that I made, I wanted it to smell a little better. I wanted it to smell more commercial. So I went and added some nicer smells. And so I did a follow-up video. And so yeah, I have that right here. I have this is the juice, the concentrate of that one. I still got like enough to make, a full bottle, like an actual bottle of cologne of these. But yeah, this one smells good. This one smells more. Let's see, what did I do to this one? It smells more green. I increased the green top note, and I lessened the amount of dirt. I toned down the dirt because the first one I made of it was very woody and dirty. And so the next one I increased the aquatics and the green notes and toned down. I think I ended up adding more wood actually. But yeah, anyways, it's fun. This is what I do. If you guys are interested in this stuff, go back, watch some of my old videos. But yeah, just give me some ideas. So we're working on a maple fragrance, so that could be fun. So let's look up what goes good with this note. So we're gonna go over here to our maple, to our computer. Man, where's my selfie stick? I'm so disorganized. Where'd I put you? Here it is. Must have fell off my table. Okay. Get my selfie stick ready real quick. All right. So we're going to come on over here and we're going to do some, we're hopping on our computer now. We're going to read. Sorry guys, my internet sucks. I'm trying to find my Wi-Fi signal extender. Might help. Last time I used it, I didn't have any interruptions. Oh well. Okay. So now we're going to research the maple note because that does sound like a good idea. And I don't hardly use this note, and I've been wanting to make something with the different sweetener. I always just use vanillin or ethyl maltol, and those, I don't know, they're just super popular. I feel like when you start using sweeteners like this, I feel like it starts to become a little less commercial, and you get into the, I don't know, more what's personal. They start to become more personal, less just commercial. All right, so let's see if we can spell this. Methyl cyclo pentenolone. Pentenolone right there. Methyl cyclopentenolone. Why is it called cyclotine? That's a weird one. Methyl cyclopentenolone, also known as cyclotine. Okay, here we go. So they say, let's look at the the computer. Sweet caramel, maple, sugar, coffee, woody. So right there, that tells me this would go good with some coffee. So I'm gonna use some coffee in there too. So yeah, I got coffee. I wonder where. I don't know if I still have 100% strength coffee left though, honestly. I might only have it pre-diluted. I don't feel like that's something I've ever bought an actual lot of, only samples. But we're still going to use it because I'm not going to use a big amount anyway. It'll probably be like 1% of the fragrance. Let's look up what coffee is typically used at. Roasted coffee Arabic seed extract is not much. So minimum dosage of roasted coffee Arabic seed we encountered was 5%. The mean dose was 5%. So apparently they don't run into this one much. But so yeah, 5%. Let's see if there's a different one. Coffee difuran. I wonder what that is. No idea. But so now I know though, it takes up about 5% of the formula if you do use it. So here's our blank slate we're going to start with now. We're going to start writing our formula out. I'm going to start building my recipe now. Get rid of all this. This was the recipe from the last potpourri and spiced apple cologne. Came out all right, but it's just pretty spicy. Okay, so ISO-E Super, I'm going to use this at 25% of the fragrance because this is my building block. We could even use more of it, honestly. Hedione HC, these are some more of the building block materials. These pretty much go in everything, these first materials I'm going to use here. Hedione HC, that's a transparent floral, but it also helps to boost other materials, and they're kind of just, I don't know, they're super ingredients. It's crazy. So I want to use this at 9% of the fragrance. So I'm going to do 0.9 grams. Ambroxan, I'm going to do 3% of this. Just a nice little, still quite a bit actually. Maybe we'll do 1%. We'll do 1%. This stuff's expensive. Fixateur, we'll do 1% of that too. Okay, Grisalva, I don't want to use any of that in this one. Get rid of that. Okay, so ethylene brassylate. So yeah, I don't want this to be very aquatic, and I don't want it to be, let's see, it's maple, so I don't really want it to be too woody or nothing. We could add a bunch of filler into this one. And the filler that you use for perfumery is pretty much this stuff called ISO-E Super. It's kind of a transparent, woody, amber material that you don't really notice that much. But yeah, so you can use it at high amounts to like, I use it to pretty much fill in the formula. If I have blanks, I use that and then just overdose. It's a good material to have. Fixateur, okay. We're gonna do some musk in our base, and we'll do 3% of ethylene brassylate, habanolide. Let's see, which musk should we use in this? Pretty much every fragrance has musk, guys. Whether you notice it or not, they're just like They're the, let's see, how could you explain it? They're heavy molecules, and they stick around a long time. ISOE super makes it last a little longer. Yeah, it is a long lasting note. Cool. So we're gonna use, yeah, we're putting in our musk now. Habanalide. Yeah, let's see, which musk do we want to use for this? I kind of want to add cashmeran. I don't know why. I think that cashmeran would go good with this vibe with the maple. I don't know why. Cashmeran's it's kind of a dirty musk to me. It kind of smells like fur, like a pelt, like a dry old, like if you smelled a deer pelt that's been hanging up in someone's house for a while. To me, that's what cashmere kind of smells like. It's like, oops, what happened? Undo. There we go. Okay, so I want to use some cashmere up in here. And habanalide. Let's see, how much habanalide do I want? What do I typically dose that at? Habanalide. So helvetalide's a fruity musk that I used in my last one. Getting rid of that. We're going to replace that with our cashmere. I might do like mucinone and muscone. Those are some more, getting more animalic kind of. It's just because if it's going to be a men's fragrance, same around maple, I feel like it needs to have some kind of balance in there to balance out, you know. So cashmere, how strong do I want to dose that? Cashmere. Let's see. So what is the scientific name for cashmere? Cashmere. I know it's like musk. Cashmere. The Good Sense Company. Musk indinone is a scientific name. Musk indinone. Okay. So I'm going to dose that at 0.33% of the fragrance. It's so strong. So that's like one drop. 0.033. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. I usually don't have people in here when I'm writing a formula. They don't find this interesting at all. Yeah. So I'm going to erase some more of this stuff. These are just past notes that I used in my last fragrance. So we're going to get rid of all this stuff in here. So that way it's not swaying my decisions. Give me a clean slate. So we've only got 2 musks so far. So back in the day, guys, I used to, when I first started doing perfumery, I would make my formulas as I perfumed. I would add stuff to the vials, to like my little jars and perfume vials, just winging it and just putting stuff in the bottles and then coming over here and writing it down. And then I made so many mistakes. I was like, man, I got to be doing something wrong. And so I did my research and then found out that, yeah, most people write their formulas before they perfume. And yeah, it's made things a lot easier. I've been making a lot mistakes because I can actually do the research before I write. You know, it helps you find out how strong to dose each material, or else you end up putting way too much of something and ruining every single batch because you overdosed a material, and now one drop ruined it and it all smells like shit. Or for example, or Amber Extreme, which is a super strong note and can ruin things. Okay, so I'm gonna just throw a couple more musks in. Muscone. Those are other animalic, kind of furry smelling musks. So I want to use dirty musk for this for some reason. I don't want it to smell like shit though, but I want it to smell manly. The musk dry down. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have done that with that last one too. I put in a fruity apple smelling musk in the last fall fragrance that I was talking about. So okay, let's go back to our thing and look at what other notes go good with our methyl cyclo. Dang it. methyl cyclopentanol. All right. Cyclotine. Okay, blenders. So it says ambroxan goes good with it. Good. So maybe I'll up that. Maybe I will up the amount of ambroxan that I put in here. Cistus. That's like labdanum. Para. So anisic para anisaldehyde. I have anisaldehyde. That smells like licorice. So they're saying that maple and licorice smell good together. That makes sense. But I don't know if I'd want that in a men's fragrance. I mean, let's think about it. So, got the smell of maple bars. If somebody walks in with, what was the question? What? Oh, with some licorice, like black licorice. Yeah, that would smell good. Black licorice and maple. That would smell good, I'm thinking. But you know what? I have the two things, so let's just dip it real quick and see what we think. Potential blenders. So yeah, we're just building it. Honestly, I don't usually take the time to do this, but I know that you guys like to smell. You guys like me to smell things and tell you what it smells like. So I need my spices. Spice. Spice is nice. Wow. Okay, where did I put you? Oh, it's over here. No, these are fruits. Boring. Okay, never mind. We're going to skip that. But yeah, maybe we will add it. I don't know. We'll add it to the list of potential items, I guess. Or we'll add it in here, and we don't have to actually add it if we don't want it. So we'll put anisic aldehyde. All right. Anisaldehyde. Yeah, I don't know. I think the one that I have is actually called dihydroanethol. As I believe the smell that I have, it smells like licorice. But I think I have an anisaldehyde too. I do. That's why I know it. So I know what it smells like. Okay, so also they say benzyl salicylate is a good blender with maple. Benzyl salicylate, to me, it's a floral smell. It kind of smells like suntan lotion. So I'm good. I'm gonna stay away from that one. Cinnamon. So they're saying cinnamon smells go good with maple as well. Makes sense, spice. So yeah, they're saying spices. So yeah, I got cinnamic alcohol right there, already out. Because I used the cinnamon in that last potpourri. Yeah, I guess fall is spicy. For some reason, potpourri. God, for some reason, everything has to be spiced for fall, guys. What do we want this end goal to smell like, guys? So we're just going for, I don't know, we got maple. We're just rolling with maple so far. Coffee, yeah, maple and coffee. Okay. But what is coffee furanone? I'm so curious because it's popped up twice now in my research. Myrrh oil. You can see that. To me, anytime I smell like frankincense and myrrh combination together, to me kind of smells like Coca-Cola, which is crazy. I know, probably bizarre. It also says raspberry. Maybe a savory type of thing. Rich. Savory. When I think savory, I think of like meat. Here, let's look at the notes over here that it's saying. If you can't, it's saying raspberry. This is just for maple, just things that go along with the maple smell. So we got coffee. Ooh, ethyl maltol. Maltol. Could chocolate be a thing here? I think it could, brother. I think it could for sure. I'm thinking oh, yep, chocolate. Look at that. Ethyl maltol. That's a cotton candy type smell. Ethyl maltol. I love it. Toffee. Bergamot. That's weird. Yeah, orange, bro. What in the hell? Maybe I should have found that orange. So we're going to do coffee. Ooh, coconut. Ooh, maple coconut. Ooh. Amyl salicylate keeps popping up. And cinnamon. Cinnamon notes. Amyl salicylate. Coriander also, I think, has limonene, so it's saying citrus. Damascone. Cyclaminaldehyde. Cyclaminaldehyde. I have this, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that. Damascone. Alpha damascone. Okay. Alpha damascone. That's a juicy floral note. Not floral. Sweet, fruity, like plum almost. And okay, so sorry. All right, let's get it together here, Sabin. All right, so savory chocolate. So let's do chocolate. I have this note called Chocovan. Chocolate. We'll do like 1% of that. All right, let's look up, what's this called? Cyclotine? Yep. Cyclotine. So I wonder if that means that it's a terpene. I think that things that end in ENE are terpenes. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a chemist, but I've just put 2 and 2 together that a lot of things that end with ENE tend to be terpenes. Okay, so 2.5% of the fragrance is what they're saying that they typically dose this methyl cyclo maple note. I'm going to call it methyl cyclo MCP because I'm tired of saying it. And what did I say? 2%, 2.5%. Okay, so we're going to write that down in the formula, 0.25%. All right, so we got our transparent base. I'm probably going to up that. Let's up this to, I'm going to do 62% of the fragrance, just Isoe Super. Because this is, so far we got maple. Not many other ideas to fill this with. So 6.2 grams Isoe Super. 6.2 grams Isoe. So we got some of our musks. All right, let's look this up. Chocolate. How strong do you use Chocovan? So I'm a cheater. Instead of doing the research and just knowing how strong to use all the materials at, like usually, I don't know, they suggest like smelling every individual ingredient and making all kinds of dilutions at like a 10% dilution, a 5% dilution, 1%, 0.1, 0.001, 0.0001, all the way until it's not detectable anymore. And it's just, I'm not into that. So I just look up the typical dosages, and then I look at right here. It tells me the lowest amount that they encountered in a Pecan, yeah, praline. I wonder what note they use for that. Like, I wonder what nutty notes are. I can't think of any even off the top of my head. 0.025. Oatmeal, yeah, it's like a creamy. Anyways, so when I go to dose materials, this is what I look at. It tells me the max amount that they use that material at. So if I wanted to overdose this material and really push it, I would use it at 4%. Or they're saying pretty much don't go over 4% with this material. 3.3, we'll do 3.3% of this because we want to push that fall note, that maple, I guess. It's going to be very sweet if I use it at 3.3%. And then it's going to be hard to get that to smell manly at all. But I guess we can just call it unisex, so whatever. I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna use the mean dose because that's probably what it's gonna smell best at, actually. So now Chakavan. Safety in use. They're saying there is no maximum amount that you can use this one at. You can use it however strong you want in your fragrance. It's not restricted. Sorry. I'm doing some more research trying to figure out if there's a scientific name for this material. Chocolate specialty. So this is where it gets a little difficult. Now we're just going to type in Chakavan usage levels. I mean, and when in doubt, what I do is I just do it at a 1%. Yeah, 1% is pretty low. Okay, so Perfumer's World, that might tell us here. Yep, here you go. This one tells us from 0.1 to 5%. So you wouldn't want to go over 5% of the fragrance with your Chakavan. So maximum, if you want to push that chocolate note, go for 5%, I guess. So what are we thinking here? How much of the fragrance do we want to be maple versus chocolate? Let's see. I'll probably just use it at like the average. I'm just going to use it at the average for the chocolate note. Use it at the mean dosage. If you want it to smell manly, maybe some bourbon. Yeah, good call. Throw some liquor in there. Some orange and some liquor. Like an old fashioned. Yeah, the chocolate would definitely make it smell even more feminine. We'll just put like a drop of chocolate at 0.1%. 2.5. Okay, we're just gonna put like a drop of chocolate in there. Just to give it a little nuance, like, oh, is it chocolate? It's like maple? Chocolate? What is that? That smells nice. That is crazy. Hey, thank you, Noah. Thanks for joining, man. I'll let you know how it turns out. Join the next live, or if you, yeah, it'll be on the next one. I'm going to try and make this by the end of the day. It'll probably be up by the next 2 days or something. But yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for your input. It's been fun. I appreciate your help. So yeah, I'll add some kind of rum or bourbon, some kind of liqueur smell in there. And I'm thinking I'm going to add that orange too. Give it an orange liqueur top. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sub, so I'll find out. Goodbye. Thank you, Noah. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate having you. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Chocolate. Now we're going to move on to our musk. We're going to finish that musk section now. Mucinone. This is called Delta Mucinone, I guess. And that's the one that popped in my head, so that's the one I'm choosing. 0.05% of the fragrance of mucinone. 0.05%. All right, now muscone. Let's do a little research. Mucinone. I think that's the one that I like the most out of them, out of the muscone, mucinone. There's a few different ones. A very elegant nitromusk type of odor reminiscent of musk ketone with a slight animal but natural undertone. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so mucinone. Yep. The two facets. Okay. Properties. Let's read about it. Quick little knowledge for us here. Okay, so mucinone is a musk. It's a nitro musk. It's slightly animalic, rich, soft, woody. So, yeah, that's fine. We don't have really any wood in this, but that's okay. A very elegant nitro musk type of odor reminiscent of musk ketone with a slight animal but natural undertone. A very powerful musk with two facets. At low dosages, 0.05 to 0.5%, it is a fragrance enhancer. Above this level, it is used for its musky character in addition to its boosting effect. It has excellent substantivity on fabric, hair, and skin, imparting a musky, powdery cosmetic softness. Mucinone delta is animal, strongly musk tonkin, and plays a role in the natural product's odor. Perhaps a more important one than muscone, the same thing happens when smelling a rose flower fragrance, where the smell of damascenone and beta-damascone is almost as strong as the scent of beta-phenyl ethyl alcohol or citronellol, although they are present in minute traces. Mucinone delta smells of the most animal-like part of deer musk. Okay. Mucinone delta smells like the most animal-like part of deer musk powder, or musk absolute if made. All of these unsaturated macrocyclic musks are incredibly strong in accords we made in the past mixing whatever with exaltalide or muscone, and are now much finer and more elegant when using mucinone delta or a chemically related product. It is being widely used in fragrances such as Bulgari for men. I like that. I like that. All right. Well, guys, so I want to use some of this in there. Civet like. Ooh, civet smells like poop. I've been wanting to start to mess with civet just because it's a note that everyone says that you should have if you're a perfumer, but I'm scared to use it. I don't know how to add poop smells to my fragrances. I mean, I would just add a small amount anyway, and you probably wouldn't even know it was there. I think that they act more as like performance materials. As where they really change. Yeah, I got no idea. No idea. Guess I needed to start using them, but I'm scared to waste my money. All this stuff costs money, and I go and put one drop of this material that smells like poop in there and then ruin the entire thing. You know, it's a tricky balance. But you got to waste money. You got to sacrifice your materials to the fragrance gods to learn. Sorry, guys, don't want to offend anybody who's actually super religious. There only is one God. Just kidding. Okay. How strong do you use this stuff? 5% max. Delta mucinone, or this website saying 2.5. We're just going to use, I don't want it to be super musky, so we're just going to use it 0.5%. All right, muscone. Do I want to add muscone too? Nah. Just use mucinone. Get rid of that. It also said, okay, we got our chocolate. Okay, so we got our maple. We got some animalic, kind of warm, fuzzy, pelty smelling musk. Got our clean, transparenty, kind of slightly sensual, clean sweat, habanalide, laundry detergent, kind of weird. Our sweetness from the maple, some woodiness from the ISO E, not much. Okay. And we're pretty much 82% of our fragrance is full. So I'm going to go back and look at some more blenders for cyclotine. The Good Sense Company. But what happens to me when I do this is, everything just smells like the maple. And it's like, when you add the blenders, I don't know, I made this yerba mate fragrance on stream, and it was really good, but it all just smelled like yerba mate, which is good because it helped extend the yerba mate from the top all the way down kind of to the base, and it was like a linear fragrance, I guess is what they call it. So whatever, that's fine with me. Blenders. So we got some chocolate. Maybe we'll add some raspberry. You know, fruits and maple. No, it's a manly thing here. Men don't really smell like maple to me very much, but oh yeah, liqueur. Let's add some kind of liqueur notes. What do I got? What do I want to use? Let's Cyclobute. Alright, sorry guys. Damascone. I think that it said Damascones go good in there. But it didn't list an individual one. It just said Damascone. So maybe that was a category of. Okay, that's pineapple. What am I doing here? Apple. Damascene. Damascone. Watermelon smell. What the heck? I think I must have put it in the wrong cupboard. There's our chocolate. Coffee. Here's our coffee. 10%. Oh yeah, I got plenty of coffee, so we'll be good on that. And I don't think I added that to our formula, so we need to add that. I forgot all about it. Coffee goes good with all this stuff. Coffee bean. 5%. So I'm down with it. Yeah, it's going to be good. Chocolate, coffee, maple, orange liqueur. You know what I'm saying? What do I want to use? A rum? A boozy orange top note? And spice? Let's think about it. Keep looking through my materials here. You know what? I got this Fruity Gourmand base. Since we're going with the gourmand fragrance here, I wonder if I should put some of this. Nah, screw that. There's the anisic aldehyde. It said that this would go good in there. May contain well over 10% or fewer less. Companion to round, sharper aldehydes. Sweet powdery vanilla, anise, woody, coumarin, and spice. So that's anisic aldehyde. That was one of the first blenders. That smells pretty good, but that's not what I'm thinking. Yeah, it smells like coumarin to me. It smells more like tonka if I wanted to prolong a tonka note. Okay, scrolling back down. Anise aldehyde. Yeah, that's anisic aldehyde. That's what this is. That's the same thing. Should we put some in there? I think we should actually, just because it says that it'll go good. So I'm gonna do it. Screw it. We're gonna add a small amount of anisic aldehyde. Let's see if I could find the scientific name. Is it para-anisaldehyde or I have no idea. Okay, more research. Yep, perfumery, guys. This is how I do it. Probably wrong. You guys can copy me if you want to. Woo! I'm thinking it's para-anisic. I'm thinking it's para-anisaldehyde. Let's see. Sweet, powdery, woody, vanilla. Yep, same one. Okay. So now, we'll choose para-aldehyde. Yep, it's got to be that one. 1.1% of the fragrance, and this is a 1% dilution. Oh well, we'll add it to the formula. I think I'm just going to add a lower amount of this. This isn't a note that I want to come through, so I'm just going to add 0.47 of this one. Anisic aldehyde. You know what? This is where I start messing shit up. Yeah, I don't want that in there. Nope. So let's just put in our boozy notes in our orange, and then we're going to fill the rest of this with extra ISOE super. Because I want it to smell like what we want it to smell like. I want it to smell like maple, some chocolate, some coffee, some kind of liquor, and I'm thinking rum. I'm thinking rum is the liquor that I want. Maybe we'll do rum and cognac. Do 2 boozes. That way it's a little extra boozy. And a liquor. I mean a 0.2. Should I just use orange or should I do like a citrus accord? Like, I don't want to get crazy. We'll just do orange. 2%. Yup. All right. So, coffee. All right. Let's do some research on cognac. I'm just going to do it at 1%. How about it? Because the cognac note that I have anyway isn't, it's like no, I don't want to close that tab. Not that one. Cognac. Who made it? Perfumer's Apprentice, probably. We're creating perfumes. We'll find out real quick. Cognac Key Accord. It was probably this guy. Okay, this accord was developed in-house to create a full-bodied brandy cognac essence. Unlike cognac essential oil, this blend is designed to smell like an oak-aged fine brandy and add warmth, depth, and sophistication to any blend that is trying to really accentuate a warm liquor note. Okay, that's what I got. So they don't really tell me. It doesn't really tell me how strong to use it. So I'm just going to guess and do it at 1%. And if I hate it, we will change it in the next one. So cognac. Cognac. We're going to do some cognac. 0.1. You know what? Let's see. How strong did I have this stuff? I'm going to do it at 5% because I like it. And I've smelled it before. But what did I smell it at? Like a 20% dilution? How strong was that? It was probably 20. But I'm going to guess and say 5. So, oops, you guys, I did some yard work right before I came in to do this. So if you see any weird things in my hair, it's just tree trimmings. Okay, cognac. I'm going to do that at 5%. Oops, and I accidentally put 5 grams. 0.5, so a half a gram of cognac. Shoot, I wonder if I even have... Oh, yeah, I do. I got a bunch of that. Okay. And I like that note. It's kind of a woody... It's hard to explain. I mean, it smells like an oak barrel that has had liquor in it. That's what it smells like. It's good. Okay, so we got our citrus. We got some cognac. I bet you bergamot would probably be good in there too. To go with the orange. Let's see if that is a potential blender for cyclotine. It typically is. Furanol. I feel like I just ordered some of that. No. That's furfural. I don't know what that is. Greek Absolute. That would be cool to have, but I don't. Yeah, it's saying toffee. That would be nice. Yeah, bergamot oil, citrus. Yeah, we'll do bergamot and orange, just because we need a little extra stuff anyway to fill out this recipe. And no one will even know that there's bergamot in there, but it's just going to help. Bergamot. It adds like a brightness to the initial blast. Bergamot, 100% strength. Fix that. Okay, and what do I want? 5%, I think. Let's see. Bergamot. Yeah, it's 5% is the mean dose for bergamot. So we'll use it there. Start there. All right, y'all. So let's see. We got some coffee, coconut absolute. I've never smelled that. I wonder what that even smells like. I'm getting hungry. Stomach's starting to growl. Do I want any cinnamon in there? That might go good actually with the booze and the orange. A little bit of spice, but I'm not going to do much, just a little bit, because we know from the last video, guys, if you guys were here, it got spicy. All right, so which spice do I want? Do I want clove or do I want cinnamon with the orange? What do you typically see? Cloves, huh? Yeah, orange and cloves. Ooh, but I don't see eugenol on here. It doesn't say. Excuse me. It says we can add alpha damascone, but that's a very, very fruity. Nah, I'm good on that one. I don't want that in here. Okay, though I do want to add some spice. Which spice? Which spices do they say go good with this stuff? Pyrazine. So those are nutty notes. Pyrazines, I think, tend to smell like nuts. Every time I've seen a pyrazine, it's... Ooh, they say popcorn smells even go good with maple. Spicy. Oh, allspice. Okay, now here we are. So if you want to add some spice, okay, yep, eugenol right there. It does say eugenol will go good with this. With MCP. Guaiacol. Oh, I could see that. Guaiacol is alcohol from guaiac wood, which is a smoky smelling wood. Man, so saying cinnamon, but man, cinnamon. Yeah, we'll do cinnamon clove. I'm not going to do nutmeg in this one because those ruined our last fragrances. Eugenol. So we'll do some clove. That's eugenol. I want to smell like the bomb. I don't want to smell like freaking old lady's room. $178. Okay, so we're going to use like 1 drop. 0.25% of eugenol. 0.25%. So how strong would that be? Right there. Perfect. So it's 100% though. That would not be. So it would be 0.25. So let's pretend that this is 100% strength for our formula. 0.025. We'll fix this when I'm done. So yeah, we still got room for one more. Pretty much one more. We'll do our, so what did I say? I wanted nutmeg. No nutmeg. Cinnamon. Cinnamon and clove. I don't know. Let's see. Pretty sure cinnamon. What would that be called? Cinnamol. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Maybe we'll put some cassia. Cassia. I don't know how to spell it. Cassia is how it's spelled, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Cassia bark oil. Man. One of these things says to use it at like 1.6%, and the other one is saying it's like super strong and to use it way less strong. So I'm not sure which cinnamon I even have. I don't understand why, if cinnamon bark oil would work, why cinnamic alcohol wouldn't be a potential blender as well for this. So confused. Sorry. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Thanks for watching. Building our formula for our next trial here, for our next fragrance. I don't know, we gave up on the apple spice one. It came out like apple spice, so we're gonna leave it. Long stream. But yeah, apple, the spice cologne still smells like cinnamon still. Wood and cinnamon. That's about it. You guys, I don't know if I want to add. Let me go up here. I don't know why. I could have sworn I saw this cinnamon. Oh yeah, cinnamon alcohol right here. So, okay, that's confusing. I don't know why it said that it wasn't a blender. %. It's a restricted material. So, cinnamon alcohol. Cinnamon alcohol. And we're going to use this at a lower dose too. We're going to use it at 1%. I used it at 2 in the last one. Cinnamon alcohol. Okay. 0.1. All right. That does it, boys and girls. Thanks for joining. No, I guess we could go and build this. You have to come back for that stream, guys. This has been too long. Okay, so that was me writing the formula for our next fragrance. We got our cognac. I want more booze, though, I think. We got cognac, but I kind of want to add some rum, too, to really, I don't know. I think the 5% of cognac will do it. But yeah, so we got a maple, coffee, chocolate, spice, some musks, little orange citrus. We'll see how it comes out. Hopefully it's not too spicy. Let's take some guesses at what it's going to smell like. I don't know. I just hope that I didn't ruin it again with all the spices. I don't know. There's just certain things that are intimidating to use because they haven't turned out for me very well. Like spices is one of them. What's some other stuff that I always overdose? Cardamom. That's another spice. I don't know. All right. So, you know what I could do? I could take out some of the to make up for that. So, what's 6.2 minus 0.083? That would be 6.1. I should be able to do that. 1.7? No. Hold on. Oh, well, I'll fix it. Okay, 6.117. Okay, there we go. Now we have a perfect 10-gram sample, 10-gram formula. I just need to switch this because my eugenol is at 10%, not 100. Now switch that to 0.25. Okay, now we got our formula all writ up. How it should be, sitting at 97.8% strength. Here's the final formula. If you guys want to write it down, I'll try to hold it steady. Sitting at, these are all 100% strength except the eugenol. I'll read them. IsoE Super, Hedione, Ambroxan, Fixatur 505, methyl cyclopentenone, also known as cyclotine. Here, let me spell it for you. Let me just write it. Okay. Cyclotine. There you go. That's how that one is also spelled. Ethylene brassylate. Here, I'll go down the list. This one's our maple. This is musk, ethylene brassylate, habanolide, cashmeran, mucinone. Orange essential oil, chocolate, chocovan is what we're using. Coffee bean, essential oil, or absolute, whatever you got. CO2, cognac, a key accord for Perfumer's Apprentice, bergamot essential oil, eugenol, which is clove oil, alcohol, and cinnamon alcohol. And yeah, there's the numbers for all those right next to it. These are the amounts and weight. These are the weights for each material. This is the dilution levels. This is the percent of the fragrance of the concentrate, raw ingredient concentrate. Yeah. Sweet. All right, guys. And this is what it's sitting at. It's sitting at 97.8% strength. And we have 10.225 grams of final product. So that's how you read that formula there, or that spreadsheet. That's where I put all my formulas. It breaks it all down into percentages for me, so I know that all my fragrances are safe. And yeah, I'm going to need some water after that one. That was a mouthful, guys. Thanks to everyone who joined. If you've watched it this far, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. Tell your friends about it. And there's only one thing left to say. Smell y'all later.